This is Grow Depot Radio on 104th and Huron, and we have Audacious Farms in the building. How's it going, Polly?
Doing good, man.
Where do we start first? What is Audacious Farms? I understand that it is a couple different elements brought together to paint the picture fully for us.
Absolutely. I believe that everything's kind of connected to each other, and I think that you need everything and able to have a whole.
Right.
And, unless you have that whole, you just don't have it all. So
you have parts missing.
Yeah, and I'm about complete, when my recipes, when I grow, they have to be dead on.
So in essence, that is Audacious Farms. Great food. I see cooking. I see growing.
Yes. You see farm to table, you see nutrition, health, not just for, for people, for dogs, for plants. I'm a nutritionist. People actually, like, what does your dad do? Well, he's a nutritionist. Actually, a lot of my friends too, now they're just like, I don't know what to tell you about Paulie. He's a grower, he's a chef, he's an entertainer, he's a lot of things. So what they just kind of go with. But Audacious is definitely what we did. And I guess you have to go back to the terminology of kind of what audacious means. It took me and my wife a while to think of a name that we were going to do, because my former name was Black Hills Harvest in South Dakota, where I had my hydro farm in Rapid City, South Dakota, right there in urban, right there in town, farming in a multi-million-dollar facility.
Awesome.
Food, just living it up, and just doing it and executing what I know and the skills. We were just trying to compile what this means to us and how people are going to view Audacious Farms and what it's about, basically. It's like, so, number one, we're pretty audacious, number one. Just being here and doing what we do every day in Colorado.
Right.
We're here to lead. We're here to do things that, haven't been available. And, we're here to do it responsibly and stay in compliance. And not only that, lead technologies and fiber, food, and all these other aspects that go in conjunction with these laws.
Everybody go ahead and tune in, facebook.com/Audacious Farms. Go ahead and tune in. First thing you're going to see is a beautiful, amazing plate of food. And I noticed that you use this hashtag a lot, farm to table.
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain that a little bit.
Well, that's the nutritional aspects too. The quicker you get your food, the more nutritional value it will have and the higher quality it is. I would love nothing more than to give you your food as fast as possible. And when you have it that quick too, you'd be amazed at what it does to your body and your mind and everything.
Really?
Because, yeah, you get to actually,
you can get it. I bet, huh?
When you overload your body with nutrition, you can actually create a very euphoric experience.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that. You're gonna have to give me that audacious experience.
Well, now that we'll be starting as soon as the greenhouse gets up on the farm here.
Okay.
That's when I'll actually start cultivating some microgreens, lettuce, maybe a little tomato, and then hemp, of course, industrial hemp. That's what we focus on up there mostly. But I also it's a Disneyland for plants. I'm a landscape design architect.
Disneyland for plants.
And it's just all plants. This is squash. This is
right.
zucchini. This is anything. But it's food. It's not lawns. This is it's a practical. It's not a practical way of, I guess, doing it, but it's a fun, exciting way of practicing what I do, and making it entertaining at the same time to inspire and hopefully create a burning desire for urban farming and nutrition. Yeah. And the thing is, that's what this is about, is taking a little bit of momentum from the cannabis and stuff and maybe kind of focus a little bit into the food, hopefully, too.
I see it. Audacious Farms is a movement.
Yeah, I would say absolutely.
From what you just described, that is a movement. This is a movement that you're creating here. And it's just not in Colorado. I understand that you have different locations across the United States right now.
We're working on it right now.
That's exciting.
Honestly, I take business very on a personal approach to a little bit.
Right.
I like to draw your skeletons out if possible.
Hemp is agriculture. If you did, go ahead and like that page like I told you to. Go to facebook.com/Audacious Farms. Scroll down, you'll see hemp is agriculture. Free the seed. We talk to a lot of hemp activists, I guess, that come through here and kind of chat, very freely and very passionately on hemp. So I'm always trying to absorb more knowledge on hemp.
Right.
Go ahead and explain hemp for somebody that may not know what it is, compared if they think it's weed or.
Well, hemp versus, we'll talk about, let's say, industrial hemp.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Because now that actually puts standards on it at that point, and that reflects so many important things at this point. Looking at the marijuana industry, okay? And saying, okay, this is a $300 million industry. As soon as hemp starts going, I think we should be well into the 300 billion. You know what I mean? Because you're into clothing, fiber, food, everything. And I believe that's a responsible approach as a grower and as a business and as a person to be more responsible and just do what's right. And I know it's not the easiest thing, but you know what? I'm certainly not going to do it any other way.
Well put, Polly.
Well, I've been working my butt off for 2 years here,
Absolutely.
and I've just been giving people a little taste of what I've been doing, and it's just getting to the point now where it's just coming together, and because like I said, I don't do it unless it's done right, and it takes a while, and it's about being prepared and knowing how to execute it. Absolutely, and having all those factors there is going to enable my success, and we're very, 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 very excited. It's going to do its job. You know, as long as I do my job.
You've done a great job. You've been giving these audacious samples out for the last few years. I mean, and you've set the table very well. From farm to table. Is that the right hashtag?
It is. Yeah.
From farm to table. You probably have a copious amount of experience in taking that product and make it into a nice, tasty, edible treat.
Oh, you have no idea what I got coming up, buddy.
What are some of your favorite recipes?
Okay, so what I would do for an audacious edible. This is like, so
That kind of has a cool ring to it. Audacious edible.
you have chocolate moldings, okay?
Right.
And chocolate has good fatty content and actually responds well with oil. So the thing is that you can make a lot of cool designs with chocolate. And so everything I'm going to put in somebody is going to be 100% edible. And so I will present like a mousse, you know, in a chocolate cup, you know, with some type of nuts, maybe a nice Grand Marnier type of fresh whipped cream or something, nice orange liqueur or something. But we're getting to the point where we're looking at gourmet edibles a little bit, and this is just strictly for the bed and breakfast that we're working on, and it's a bud and breakfast actually. And the thing is that I know that my view is incredible, and if I could share this with some people, I would like to do that. And that's basically the whole thing, and they get to experience kind of the life. They get to go in all these places, you know, and see how it's done. And then, you know what, they don't even have to. They can stay in that house the whole time. But I already know that's not the people that are going to end up there. They're going to want to be engaged. They're going to want to go to classes. They're going to want to do laughing yoga at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And laugh your ass off for 30 minutes just to get you in a good mood and get you going. It is a lifestyle. And
It is.
It is.
It is a movement. I think we've came to that conclusion after you went up the left hand side of the mountain, I went up the right hand side, and we kind of met in the middle, and we've made the understanding that Audacious Farms is certainly a movement, and it's something to be known. Social media, where can we reach you?
You can reach me at audaciousfarms@gmail.
Also, make sure to check them out on Facebook.com/AudaciousFarms. Make sure to check that out. We're going to be linking that on the Grow Depot page. Thank you so much for coming back up.
Cool, man.
This is Grow Depot Radio. You just heard Audacious Farms.